If you all would stand and we'll say the pledge to open our meeting. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated. We'll open up the Town of Spencer council meeting for Monday, December 22nd, 2025. Roll call, John Stantz and Ginger Core from town council are here. Evan is out with a family surgery on his hand. Okay. Town attorney, Cheryl Moak, our clerk is here. Heather is here for our IT. And we got department heads from 3 departments and all the associated guests. Thank you for coming. Okay, first thing is the approval of minutes from our last meeting.
I move that we approve.
Okay, we got a motion to move. I'll second that motion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye? Okay. All right. We'll sign that later. So, okay. All right, public issues. Mr. Newforth, you're up to bat right off the get-go.
I would like to continue backfilling my demo site down there.
Okay,
Get the fence.
down and everything?
Yeah, that's what I'm really moving to do.
There is no other plans for that
I-
site that you,
Yeah, I don't think there's a problem with that at all, Scott.
Okay.
I don't believe so. So if you want, I know that you had an issue, about a sewer that you wanted to put a cap on, everything.
Cap the sewer, yeah.
Okay.
I haven't done it yet, and it still needs to be done and inspected.
Okay, all right, well, that's Ryan there, so, anyway, but I don't think we have a problem with that at all. If you wanna get that cleaned up, get the fence down, that'd be great. All right, thank you very
I think
much.
that's all I have.
Okay, all right, thank you very much. Have a Merry Christmas.
You too.
Okay. While we're along that line, Daniel Hasselberg, I spoke with him last week
And
again.
numerous times before that.
Yes, I have, and I'm trying to do a three-week weekly inspection on his place. He has cleaned up some. There is more to do. However, I would like, apparently he's participating in some sort of
game.
game over in London, apparently.
Wow.
Yeah, he is. Okay. And what I would like to do is, what do we need to do to quell the lawsuit?
We will control the timing on further proceedings, allowing him and the town to continue to negotiate.
Okay.
Here's the problem, he can't get a passport or can't travel if he's got a suit against him, he said. Now, maybe you can check on that.
No,
Okay.
this is, no, this is
That was what he was
Okay.
saying.
not the kind of thing that would have any impact upon.
On getting a passport?
Right.
Okay,
Well, let me check on the origin of that thought.
okay. All right. Well, anyway, I told him I would bring it up at our meeting, so. Okay. Okay. Approval, does anybody else have any public issues?
I was just gonna introduce myself as with SIDC. I didn't know.
Yes, I
If
remember.
you wanted me to do that.
Well, we can do it right now.
Okay, well, great. Having a new council member, I just wanted to come and make sure everyone
Yeah,
kinda knew who I was. Just
Yeah.
as a reminder, you know
yeah,
me.
yeah.
But Greg Jones, I'm with Southern Indiana Development Commission. We're a regional planning commission that actually serves the area south of you. But since 2008, we have been working with the town of Spencer on multiple projects that they had going on. If you look up here, you'll see for your rural health clinic, you guys got an award with something that you worked on with Southern Indiana Development Commission. But really think of us as, we've got projects that need to get done. We don't know where we're gonna get the funding to handle those projects. Who should we call? And so we're a good first source for you to talk to about different federal and state grants that might be available. As well, we have the capability of carrying you through any administrative burdens that may take place as a result of trying to apply for those grants or actually receive those grants. So we've got answers for a lot of things. I've been around in the area for 24 years now, doing what I do. And we've got a great team around us, and so we've had a lot of situations thrown at us.
Greg and Matt Sword
That's where we are.
has done a tremendous amount of work for the town over the years, and been very reliable and very good source of information,
Yep.
so.
Let me ask a question.
Yeah.
Do any of the grants or funding that you do, can they help fire territories?
So, yes, it depends on what they're wanting to do. Like anything, start with a project first, and then come to us with what you want to do with that project, and we can try and figure out where funds might be available for that
Okay.
project. I will say, unfortunately, at this time, right now, there's a lot of federal funding that's been reduced, which has reduced a lot of the state's funding. And so that's made it harder and harder to find these type of grant funds. But it doesn't hurt to come talk to us and then see where we might be able to find it. There are a lot of loan funds out there, but not everyone wants to go forward with,
Sure.
loans. But
Chris Connor is on the board, or is the board president for the fire territory?
And Lee Freeman, he's our fire chief.
I talked to him.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
good,
All right.
good.
Like I say, Oker used to have a lot of programs for fire trucks and fire stations that fall under the Community Development Block Grant funds. Those have been kind of pushed into a couple different directions for mainly water, wastewater, stormwater projects, which you're gonna be trying for in the future.
Yes, we are.
And then also owner-occupied rehabilitation, which we've done a project here in the town of Spencer for owner-occupied rehabilitation in the past. So, a lot of those things,
President.
we can carry you through on those types of projects.
Okay, all right. Greg, good to see you.
Yeah, good seeing you guys.
Been a while.
Congratulations being on the board, and
Thanks.
they're a good group to work with, so.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yep.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you.
Okay. All right, while we're in that vein, gentlemen, do you have something to say?
You can go ahead, you don't have to wait until it comes on
Yeah.
as a
Yeah.
part.
Sure. I'll stay with
Okay.
You're welcome aboard.
Hi, Lee, thank you.
I'll speak for the territory board, I guess. Chris is here too. But it was brought to our attention that you guys are wanting to do something with the Riddle property. And the fire territory board is interested in that property as well. That being said, I would like for our territory board and this board to maybe get together and have a work session to maybe go over some of our needs on that property, future growth of the fire department, and kind of all general discussion for the fire department. And kind of maybe go from there and see if some of this stuff is feasible with,
Okay,
finances, maybe with Greg, or, however something can be done. Because I know we sit here and talk about, well, we don't know what funds we even have or what's available to even do, and I know we have growth in the fire department in general, then put a property on top of that too. So, I think that's where we are at, if, we can get something scheduled here after the holidays maybe.
Sure.
And, maybe go down that road.
did you have a question?
I had one, just to verify where I think we are. There are 4 parcels on that Riddle property that we're looking at, and all. 2 of them are fronting onto 46 and 2 onto Franklin Street and all. Can you live with the square footage and the size of the latter 2 that are adjacent to Franklin?
I knew you were gonna ask that.
I've
Because John asked
already,
me that.
I've already been down there and measured. And matter of fact, with the size of the lot that is there, and with parking and everything, we can make your building bigger than it is now.
That was some of my concerns, like I talked with John, I'm not sure with that partial of designing, I'm not a construction person, I fight fires, so I couldn't tell you. So, but you're gonna have to have the growth of parking, if you're gonna build a new fire station, you're gonna have a training facility in there where you're gonna have people from outside coming in, so you're gonna have to have room for that, I would say. And that's my biggest concern. We do bring our trucks outside the building too, so you're gonna have to have room to have that out. also too, on the construction of a building, I'd like to have pull-through bays. So, pull-through.
There are some things on the table for the town with regard to interest in that property, and we really do need to respond to them. They have implications about the ability to finance everything that we're trying to do, so there's a need to come to a understanding about those particular principles. I think having a joint meeting might be useful.
Yeah.
And also, I'm just throwing that out there, I don't know if the town would do this, and this we can discuss in the work session as well. If that property, the back part of the one with the 3 on it, where the building is right now, if that property's not big enough, would it be something the town would be interested in maybe shutting Short Street off a little bit and take up both those lots? Is that possible?
I don't know. That's something we'd have to just talk about.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure,
And
sure.
without having it on drawing, people understanding it, it's kinda hard to do right here.
Well, I
Doesn't
went,
go beyond, it doesn't go beyond Franklin, does it?
No.
No,
So it does kind of end
Yeah,
anyway.
I'm just saying there may be options there.
I just went down with I measured your building as it is, and then I went down and I counted your bays and what you would need in the future, and I went down and measured. And with an L-shaped building, sit back off of Short Street, 20 feet, like your pad is down here now, you'd have plenty of room for another full bay, a pull-through bay, plus your office and everything in the back, on the back side there. So, yeah,
Yeah, so, and like I said, I
Yeah.
don't know, and
yeah,
Marcy's gave me some contact people
Okay.
that would lay out a whole
sure.
department.
Mhm.
You know, I think if it was said, hey, the fire department might be able to use this piece of property, and someone would come in and build something or spec something to that size, then that would be on, I don't do that. So, I'm sorry.
That's all right,
can't
that's
give you an
okay,
answer
that's
on
okay,
that.
no.
I do know on the apron size, because we are 20 feet now on our apron, which like our ladder truck is 40 feet long.
Okay,
You know,
So,
our other
okay.
engine's 38 feet long. So we, and I know Skyden's probably seen this, a lot of them are parked out in our parking lot because they won't sit out on the apron. And a few of them kind of hang out in the road when we do park
Yeah.
on the apron. So that's some of the stuff we want to try to avoid if we do go to the
Okay,
future of the
okay.
building.
sure,
And I know we were trying to get on this side of the tracks because of our
Sure.
trucks. And also too, being able to have highway access. So
all right.
if we can sit down and maybe discuss some of those things, I think we can come to something.
Let us come up with a couple of dates and I'll give you a call. Okay?
Chris?
Chris, do you wanna be involved also?
Yeah,
Okay,
you need
sure,
to be involved.
sure. Be more than happy to talk. So, see if we can get something worked out.
Also too, with that work session, the growth of the fire department and finances and other areas joining us,
Right.
probably ought to be discussed as well,
Sure.
I think
because some of that stuff is
Okay,
still being discussed.
sure, yeah,
We've talked with Baker Tilly, Paige at Baker Tilly. She's been trying to keep us updated on some new laws that might help you come 27 for budgeting and stuff for the fire territories, some things that are changing. So some of that stuff might need to be discussed there too.
Okay.
But that's what I'm trying to say, just the future growth of the fire department in general, we can just have a discussion on a few different things.
absolutely. No reason why not.
Good?
Yep, I'm good.
Is there gonna be a date set or?
Yeah, I'll,
Get on your calendar.
we'll get on the calendar. I'll give you guys send you an email, see if we can get something lined out.
Yeah, we can get after it first of the year.
Okay, okay.
Thanks.
Sounds good.
Get through the holidays.
That's good. Yeah, we're not gonna do it next week.
Unless you guys are in a rush.
No, okay, but
Does that
anyway,
answer, Lorenz, does that answer your questions?
Richard?
Will that be fine for you? I mean, I know you just said that you had some things you needed to answer right away.
Well, the,
Let me talk with you about all
okay,
those stuff.
okay, all right, sure, okay,
All right.
no problem. All right, thank you.
And I'm sorry I'm not in uniform, I'm off today.
So that's it.
I just came in from
You don't have to be in uniform. All right, any other public issues? I don't think so. Okay, we're gonna move forward then with approval of annual schedules. And I think I've got 3 here, haven't I, Cheryl?
Yes.
You're right there on top, John.
Yeah. I've got the pay schedule for 2026, the holiday schedule for 2026, and our meeting dates for 2026.
Yes.
Yes.
I'll go ahead and give them to you.
I think you also have the holiday calendar.
Yeah, I got the holiday pay schedule and and the regular meetings.
They were double checked and triple checked.
Yeah, okay, for make sure we're all on Mondays and that kind of thing, okay.
26
And
pay
we
period.
got all the holidays,
Yes, all
okay.
the holidays that we had
Okay.
last year.
okay. And pay schedule's all okay,
Yes.
all right,
In that case, I would move to accept those.
okay. Ginger's made a motion to, you want to just do all three of them?
That's probably the idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, to approve the pay schedule for Town of Spencer for 2026, the 2026 holiday calendar, and the 2026 schedule of regular meetings of the Spencer Town Council. And I will second that. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay, all right. Approved on. And today is the 22nd?
Yes.
It's down here. And there you go, dear. Okay. All right.
Thank you.
All right, next we have board appointments.
I don't think I gave you this.
Uh,
It's just better explanation.
With the passing of Mike Spinks, we need to fill some holes in the Planning Commission, the Redevelopment Commission, and the Economic Development Commission. And I would like to nominate Ginger Core for the Planning Commission position. Redevelopment, also Ginger. And then reappoint Evan McCallum and Wally DeFord and Gary Brinson and Ed Hines back to the Redevelopment Commission Board. And for Economic Development Commission, to nominate Ginger Core as our new appointee, and to appoint Chris Connor again, and to nominate Joe Darling.
I think you should also include that Andy Klein as the non-voting
Oh,
member on
okay,
redevelopment.
okay. And, yeah, Andy Klein is, he's the superintendent for the school, but he's also a non-voting member of that. So that is the nominations as they are. Want a second? You can.
Yes,
Yeah.
sure.
Okay, all in favor?
Wasn't sure how that worked.
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, all right. So that will be all the appointees for the Plan Commission, Redevelopment, and Economic Development
I'll put
Commissions.
meeting dates on there
So,
as well.
all right.
Distribute them before you.
Okay.
You get an official coffee mug with that, no?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We did
A
have
little
a
pin
question
light.
about,
Find your way.
She had a
Okay.
question.
yeah, maybe they already asked you, the dates that you gave us for the meeting, you were not, were those right or not? Because
I believe they are, yeah.
the question was, they've been on Thursdays previously, and these were all on a Wednesday.
I think there was a effort to accommodate some of the members for that particular reason, though. I'll double check that, though.
We went ahead and approved it,
Yeah,
you know,
Right.
okay, tentatively.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Next up is approval of invoices for Commonwealth Engineering. Got it? Okay. Thank you, Chris. We have an invoice of 65237, Phase 1 improvements for $111,250. And invoice number 65238, Phase 1 improvements of $997.83. Have you seen them, Ginger? Okay. Any questions or concerns or anything?
I don't think I know enough yet to,
Well, I'll just say that Cheryl and Heather and Drew do a really excellent
I was
job
gonna
about
say,
keeping
we-
everything
if Drew
straight.
says we
Yeah.
need this to be done, then we approve it.
Yeah, yeah, so I'll make a motion that we would approve both of those invoices to be paid by the Spencer Town Clerk.
And I might add that these are all going to be reimbursed to the town whenever we get our new loan, so it won't affect our cash flow forever, just for a while. We already have about $500,000 paid before we got a loan, but we are guaranteed to get a loan, probably in March or
yeah.
May.
some of the state revolving funds are actually, forgivable loans even, actually. So, the McCormick's Creek project is all a forgivable loan. In other words, everything they've done to pay for that is being paid for by the state, okay? So we have some other loans similar to that on some of the other projects we're working on right now. But basically, those funds are coming to the clerk and all, and she's able to pay those bills out of those monies.
Okay, sounds good. I'll second that then.
Okay, all right. You got a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. All right. Okay. We'll give them to Cheryl. Okay.
I need to sign this.
Yes, no, I'm sorry. He just signs.
Okay, department reports. Police,
You both have.
Okay.
chief.
Good evening. I do have, Cheryl, I'm gonna read off your copy.
Okay,
I'll give you a copy here in a second.
what? Okay, gotcha. This is another one. Okay.
Thank you.
Mr. Attorney, sir.
Oh, no.
Okay, first off, on personnel, Michael Richardson, our reserve president, is announcing his resignation. I have a letter from him, of a letter of intent. Chief said, this is one of the hardest, things I have to do when you got an officer in not just good standing, great standing, deciding to hang up the gun belt for at least for a while. Chief Sips, I'm writing you to formally inform you of my intent to retire from the Spencer Police Department effective January 1st, 2026. This decision was not easily made. It has been an honor and pleasure to serve as a reserve deputy marshal with this department and to serve the community of Spencer for the past 10 years.
Yeah, it's been a good cop.
The camaraderie and brotherhood will be greatly missed but not forgotten. The mentorship, development, and lessons learned will be carried with me the rest of my life. Some of the most meaningful moments came from quiet, unpublicized interactions helping our community. I will help however I can in training my replacement and ensuring key information and all relevant data and access is transferred. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to serve with you. I leave with deep respect for this organization, pride in what we've accomplished, and the utmost confidence in your leadership and the leaders to follow to continue to protect and serve respectively. Officer Michael P. Richardson, Spencer Police Department. So, even though I hate to get that, he's been a key player in a lot of different things, upgrade of radios, his IT knowledge is unmatched.
Hate to lose that, don't you? Yeah.
Yeah, so, we still got Justin, but
Okay.
we had that readily right there. He'd come in at a drop of a hat, do whatever we needed. Yeah, he's a great officer. One of the few reserves that we would say, hey, you know what, if we need to cover a shift, and didn't have anybody whatsoever, you know, we want to put a paid officer out there first, but he was instrumental in a lot of things and just a great, still instrumental in a lot of things. Great officer. I would like to do something for him, in the fact of, I know we don't really have and that's.
We don't have a fund for that, but you do.
No, well, even something like a letter of appreciation,
Oh, okay.
maybe some sort of award, I can write up for him because he has been so instrumental in a lot of different aspects of whatever it was, upgrade for the radios. He's just been an outstanding asset since August 17th of 2015. That's when he was sworn in. Of course, he was associated with our department before that for training to get to where he was could be a sworn officer. And he has been the president of the reserves, I want to say at least for 8 of those 10 years.
Wow.
So, just, I can't say enough about him, but I would like to do something for him, and, as much to. I know, he's got other things he's wanting to concentrate on, which are perfectly fine, and even though I hate to, I
You have to accept it.
urge to accept his resignation. He'll just not show up anyway. So, but, yeah, he was gonna retire whenever, Rich did,
Mhm.
and then he was like, I'll hang around a little bit, you know, since whenever he found out that I got the chief's position, said he'd hang out a little bit, and then he's
Okay.
just like, yeah, I've planned for 10 years, I've already went over 10 years, so,
Okay.
I just was,
Wasn't he here
get,
before? Is this like, wasn't he a reserve before?
no, he's just been a reserve for 10 years.
Oh, I thought he was here and left and then came back.
No, he's been here
Oh,
the whole
okay.
time, so, oh,
Okay,
that threw me off with that, so,
okay. I'd make a motion then to accept, Michael Richardson's resignation from the police department.
I'll second.
All in favor? Aye.
Equipment, okay, bigger, better things, no, not better, but, Ranix is, easier to talk about. Ranix is finalizing the list for the 2 new vehicles that, we're going to request the first year. Hopefully I'll get that list compiled. Ranix has got a nice long list and prices and everything. We'll confirm all these, try to get it confirmed by the end of the year.
Okay.
So that when we request that the first year, it's still the same price, and we're getting next year's stuff at this year's prices, hopefully. So hopefully I'll have that for you at the next meeting.
Okay.
The feral cat's in town, we're back onto that again.
Oh, I sent a message out
Right.
and I.
I'm working on a agreement between the town and the Humane Society that identifies the plan of action basically between the 2 entities and all, showing what our contributions to the Humane Society will be used for in terms of their services. And I think I can have that drafted up for you here by the end of the year.
Awesome,
I know
awesome.
she's going to be out of town or out of the country
Yeah,
even
she's
for a
not.
couple of weeks, but she did respond back after that message and said.
Right, well, the thing is
That
that
covered
the
what she
State
thought.
Board of Accounts is requiring that these types of payments that made to these agencies have a contractual basis for them so that services are identified. Probably a good idea overall anyway, and this will make us all have a concrete plan to work
Yeah,
with.
and I think it's good to show what we're getting for our money on that.
Oh, absolutely. That's what State Board of Accounts wanted.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, and I'm gonna come up with a set of procedures for the officers to follow in conjunction with what we come up with collectively. And also that's gonna include, one of the things is for the feral cats is setting out live traps, capturing them humanely, and then, getting them spayed or neutered, and then
And that's what she will take care of all of that, the
Yes.
traps and the neutering and the.
however, if we catch dogs or we catch, wildlife, we're gonna have a procedure on what we do with those on, sending the wildlife packing and back into the woods or whatever, So we'll have a policy or not a policy, but a procedure for that, so that we can.
give me some humans in that wildlife group and all.
Yes.
Well, some of these guys, I won't talk about people who crawl on their belly, but. All right, train our 2 new officers, Officer Banks and Officer Gibbons have graduated the academy. They're back on the street, they're reclimatizing. I was listening to them make one went after a stolen vehicle and went out to search for that, and I heard another one doing traffic stops and stuff as I was listening this
Good.
afternoon. So they're out on the street hitting it hard, and Ranks is gonna come up with an appropriate schedule to accommodate everybody and get them back into the swing of things. Give them a couple weeks
Sure.
or whatever to reclimatize, get back used to get away from the school environment, back to the street
Back to the
environment.
real environment.
Yeah. And then, I had mentioned that we were going to, at our last meeting, that we were gonna do our physical tactics. Physical tactics has been completed, and firearms we completed today. Everybody qualified today on firearms.
Okay.
So, I'll have to check with Officer Combs. He came in for the range but I didn't get to talk to him just to verify where we're at on training, but I would say we are 99.9%
Ready to go.
ready to go for next year.
Okay, awesome.
All right,
Thank you, chief.
thank you.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Okay. Ryan,
Thank you.
sewer plant.
Yep, I don't have that much to go on tonight. Obviously, one thing I already brought to your attention, the invoice for the new pump at the 43 lift station. It's already been put in, all that, comes to a total of $11,304.80. Not as bad as what their initial idea was.
Sure.
And that even includes all the after-hour service that they had to do
Good.
with us. So, the pump itself and the flange, to adapt it, ended up in total being below $9,000, which is significantly less than even a repair of the other flight pumps that we had.
Okay.
So I would like to look into, getting a second one of these pumps, since there is still just that one in that lift station at the moment.
Okay. All right, anything else?
You were at the pre-bid meeting.
I
We had
was.
A lot of contractors out
There
there.
was a lot.
We
They
let
should,
them,
should come in, I think, well within reason.
well, we're hoping so.
Yes, we
We
are.
released them out into the plant after that meeting, and they were just having a heyday down there, just
Sure,
everybody
yeah.
poking around, so.
I also made, inquiry into your service road,
Mhm.
and they're looking at where property lines are and where setbacks should be.
Okay.
So, we're gonna do.
I've noticed that where they're putting their millings has kind of started to overflow a
Yeah.
little bit too, so that would
So,
help, but
yeah,
that would
be nice.
fantastic.
Well, and here's the thing, starting April, somebody's gonna have to move something because we can't get in there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so, okay. Well, let's deal with your invoice then. You wanna see that? Yeah. I will say this, Ginger, everything that we do as far as the sewer plant, we spend as much at the sewer plant as we do the other two in total.
Just about every time I'm up there
Huh?
asking for
More
money.
than that.
Or more than that. Pumps and pipe and stuff is terrible expensive.
Let me ask
Cause
you
I mean,
ten.
cause some of the pumps are really large, so.
Did you see
Not
that?
saw it.
Okay.
Never
Yeah,
mind.
okay.
Bringing it.
All right, then, I would make a motion to, approve the invoice for the Spencer Sewer Department from Indiana Pump Works, for the rebuild for the, pump for what station?
It's a replacement pump for the Sabre 43 lift station.
Okay, all right, for $11,304.80. Okay,
Second.
all right, all in favor? Aye. Okay,
And I will probably look into getting a quote for, what was originally in that lift station, but I fear that it will be quite more expensive, and we should have two of the same pump in the lift station, but I'll
Sure.
still look into it.
okay, all right,
Won't be until the new year though, probably.
okay. All right, anything else?
That's all for me.
Okay, one question, has the, company with the tanks, are they about done down there from the,
I think
So-
didn't I get an email saying that?
I didn't get anything from Dion or anything.
So, I believe they're done for the year. They did
Okay.
come, to take one away, one of the tanks,
Uh-huh,
and they couldn't get out,
yeah,
cause of the.
you
it
couldn't
was
get
sitting
out?
there. So, and I haven't heard anything since that happened, I think that was in November, late
Okay.
November, mid-November maybe,
How many tanks are left down there?
2.
Okay, all right,
The one that still has water inside of it, the other one's been sitting empty, so.
okay, all right, okay. Well, let me deal with the one and see if we can take care of the other.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, thank you very much, Ryan. Have a Merry Christmas.
I asked that I be excused.
You may.
Thank you very much. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
Okay, all right. Street Department. I know Scotty's here. I do have Tony's report. You want me to read it? Okay. Tony says, hello all, said apologize, I couldn't make the meeting tonight. will provide a few quick updates. We did have a salt spreader breakdown. Luckily, we had an extra one and was able to quickly swap boxes until repairs could be made. During the last 3 snow events on 12/1, 12/11, 12/13, we have had, as a department, 36 hours of overtime combined between all employees. All the salt and sand used for these snows were material left over from last winter. I did have to order more material last week for upcoming snows. All equipment and trucks are currently running well. I'm waiting to see what Mother Nature has in store for us next. We have pager ratings completed for 2025, and I will provide you all a report at our next meeting. I would like to wish you all a very Merry Christmas, Tony. So, anything else other than that to report, Scott? Okay,
One softball's left to order some parts for.
okay, all right, good.
John, did you have a chance to talk with Tony with regard to the issue of a pedestrian issue on the area where the new fourth construction was going on?
I did, briefly,
Okay,
and, I think with his finishing the gravel and getting rid of the thing, and then finishing grading,
okay,
that will alleviate
okay.
everything.
Is there any need for any kind of markers at this point?
No, the fence, the orange barricade
We're gonna have
fence.
good weather, and I think he's gonna get it done pretty quickly.
Yeah, he's got some
Few
decent
days.
weather for the next
Yeah.
few days, so,
Okay.
yeah, if he would give it an okay tonight, he'll probably do it tomorrow.
Yes.
Matter of fact, so. All right, Parks Board, Evan's not here. Bobby, do you have anything?
Not much, we had to postpone our meeting till next Monday.
Okay, your meeting's next Monday.
Yeah.
Okay, next Monday. Okay, so that would be 12/29,
Yes,
okay.
and they've done quite a bit of decorations down there for the lighting and everything, if anybody's had the opportunity to go down and look.
Okay, well, we will certainly drive around, cause the girls will be home, so, yeah. Planning and zoning,
Had our meeting and all, there was, just a, review of everything that's going on. The next issue that probably is gonna be coming for the, board will be a first of the vertical, orientation of ownership and all, on the stacking of things.
okay,
That's Mike Sudol's project. He's working on a condominium slash townhouse arrangement type thing and all. He's got his own attorney to present those matters and all.
okay, cool, all right. All right, redevelopment,
Had our meeting on that one and we approved the spending plan for 2026 and all. It's been filed with the LGF and so everything is in place. Just had a discussion generally about it for Ginger's purpose to understand how that works and all.
so what'd you think about that, all that, Ginger?
I thought it was very interesting.
Yes, a lot to take in, isn't there?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, good. All right,
If I might jump in here, I wanna get to a county meeting I've got at seven.
okay,
Let me
You go-
take
you go
the
right ahead.
redevelopment thing as a starting point.
Okay.
I wanted to point out that, if you would go back to your, vote on the Joe Darling appointment to economic development, actually you nominate him and that goes to the county council for
Yes,
their
we did nominate
placement.
him.
Okay,
Oh, okay.
so you're
Nominating
nominating him.
him, yes.
and just so that's why I'm clear on the record.
Yeah,
And then the next thing is that we have already contacted the county for their getting their approval
Yes,
process,
yeah.
okay?
yeah,
Then, I want to let you know that we have, 10 easements that are associated with our newest project for the sewer. And all have been signed. 8 of them have been recorded.
okay,
2 more will be recorded tomorrow.
okay,
The totality of those packages will be forwarded to Commonwealth and all. They will have before the end of the year, the entire packages.
Good.
It was intended that we would have that much done for the closing, which would be in March, with state revolving funds and all.
Yes.
So, the documents will come to you, Cheryl, as a part of the package and all, and there is compensation owed to all the individuals, not Bean Blossom. They
Okay.
were waiving theirs, but the other compensation's a total of about $3,500 altogether, and the contract provides for 30 days of payment and all on those, okay?
And they're gonna come here directly
Yeah.
to me, you say?
And those funds will be able to be reimbursed from the SRF loan,
Okay,
okay? Now, so that covers the easements. I'm working on the contract with the Humane Society and also probably with the chamber. We probably need to have a little bit more detail with
did we
their
have
arrangements.
also one for rural
Yeah.
transit?
I'm also going to wanna hear from our conversations with the fire territory, if we can go forward with this purchase agreement that we were going to suggest and, work out, but
Okay.
I'd like to get that put together before the end of the year so that the, proposed buyer will have it available for their budget consideration for
Okay.
2026.
Okay,
Okay. And one of the factors that's involved there that's critical is to understand that the money received for the sale will be sufficient to extinguish the debt that the town has on this project, which opens up doors that would otherwise not necessarily
Be
be as
closed.
easily available.
Yeah.
So, we wanna think through that process, and that also bleeds into your time cycle for the maturity of the current
Yeah,
loan.
I sent him a message and he hasn't gotten back to me, so I'll get back with
So
him.
all this is coming together
yeah, sure.
at
Yeah.
all at the same time, while the holidays are here, so, I just wanted to mention all those things and all. But I think that, it's coming to a good conclusion, and I think we've got a lot of things on the table that, will advance everything that the town is trying to do.
I think so. I hope so.
Okay.
I mean, that's our main goal.
Any other questions? Oh, I was gonna ask you about one more thing. In the you have the redevelopment commission, okay? The redevelopment commission handles the matters involving the commercial TIF locations and allocation areas in the town of Spencer. The economic development commission handles the residential TIF, which is principally the Texas Pike location at the present time. So you have two different boards, but they have different TIFs that they're under control of, okay?
Redevelopment TIF is what?
Redevelopment TIF is the commercial TIF locations. That would be the ones on, Main Street and, Morgan Street, and all, those are all, in that category. We have two TIFs that are commercial,
Okay.
and then one that's residential.
We have all the properties on a spreadsheet, I'll send them to you so you can see what's. what-
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
Awesome.
great.
I'll talk to you the first of the week then,
Sure.
next week. Okay, very good.
Yes,
All right, you need to go then?
I do.
Okay. Merry
I don't
Christmas.
wanna go,
I
but.
know. Merry Christmas. Okay, all right. Fire territory, did you have anything else you wanted to talk about, Lee, or tell us about?
Other than sit down, like I said, and have a work session with you guys, I'd like to have our trustee part of that too, if we can, because she has time part of, with the fire
Okay.
territory as well. And there might be some avenues that she might be able to help us with on her side as well, through the
Okay.
township.
I would highly doubt that, because her funds are very low.
Well, yeah, moving forward financially, I know with talking with Paige, there was some discussion of maybe doing a tax bond through the town for the fire territory, but you can set that across the township and the town, so everybody pays into that tax bond. I'm not a bond expert, but that's what she was saying. So she could be part of that as well if she would agree and sign on that, so that puts
Okay.
it across to everybody
Sure.
instead of just the town.
Okay,
That's
So
what-
some of that
That is a good
discussion-
idea, that's.
Yeah.
that's
Some of
what I
that
was
discussion
stressing.
would have to be done, and, that's,
yeah, so,
Cheryl's gonna be part of that.
okay, all right, well, sure, all right.
And I'm sure the town's probably used people for bonds that would be able to be used for.
Yeah, we got, there's,
Baker Tilly don't do bonds.
no,
So you have
but
to have
there's,
somebody.
the county's got a guy right now that sounds pretty good,
Yeah,
so.
we used him, Ice Mill,
No, it's not Ice
it's
Mill.
not the, county's not using Ice Mill? I
Uh,
thought they were using Ice Mill.
Well, they're bond guys, not from Ice Mill, yeah,
We use partners in Thornburg.
yeah, so,
Yeah, Paige threw out like 4 or 5 different ones that she would recommend, but, that, some of that we're gonna be, have to sit down and discuss.
sure.
And sitting in our territory board meetings, that I throw out a lot. But honestly, the next 5 years in the fire service is very critical. I don't know if you guys see my Facebook page the other day, I posted, that's John, Steve Jones from the state. It's true, I mean, with all our tax laws and the things that are changing on property taxes and stuff, it's gonna change the fire service. forever.
Sure it is.
So if we don't sit down and come up with some sort of solution in the next 5 years, I mean, we could be hurting pretty bad, so.
Okay,
And I don't think we wanna go backwards from where we are.
no. All right. Thank you, Lee.
Thank you.
Okay, clerk treasurer, did you have anything?
I did not have anything, I
To sign?
supplies to sign.
Uh-huh.
I didn't get them in here tonight, I'm gonna get them in here, put them over there on the table,
Okay,
and you guys can come in at your leisure, if you wanna
Okay.
do it while I'm here, that's perfectly
Sure.
fine, so I can answer questions and
okay,
explain how it's done.
all right.
They have to be signed off on before I upload them. So
Okay,
I've been
sure.
putting everything together every day.
Okay, all
Then
right,
they fall
well, I'll
apart,
get in
then
here,
start again.
we'll get through them and we'll get them
Yes.
signed, so. All right, thank you, Cheryl.
You just let me know when you can come in,
I'm free all day tomorrow, so.
okay?
Is that-
No, that's perfect, I'm working on.
Be careful what you
I
ask
think
for,
I
Rick.
got the two figured out. I had all
Okay.
12, and then
Okay.
somewhere in the middle, I lost July and August, or August and September, and I think I got it
If that's
done.
too soon, is
No.
next week
No,
better?
no,
or-
no.
It'll be
Sooner
fine.
the better, yeah.
It'll all be fine, it's all
Okay.
fine.
Old business. We had given a copy of a letter to Julie Coffin for support.
Yes,
Well, did you see her recent email where
Yes.
they denied
they denied it, I thought.
they denied that letter?
She wanted to go to another person.
Did we
Well,
get
it,
something more?
it wasn't strong enough language.
Oh, that's right.
I don't know what else you could have said, but anyway. So, I will
We'll
see,
just have him write it out.
well, I'll pull that email back up and I'll get that to you.
Yeah.
And we'll get that letter out.
She could write the letter, I'll tell her to
Yeah,
write the
yeah,
letter,
so.
and,
Anyway, that's just what
Yes.
I found out. So, and, you got my email last week where I explained everything, what we've been talking about.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
okay. Also, I did have a meeting with Drew and Marcy and Sam Hobbs from the county, the other day concerning, there's a developer, I can't remember Reed's last name. Anyway, they're wanting to develop a piece of property out here on Flatwoods Road where you would turn down to the school. And they're looking at maybe possibility of 80 to 100 homes of different, from 1,100 square feet up to about 4,000 square feet, so there's a big difference. But they can't do it without sewer. So Drew had done a preliminary of down 46. Of course, there's a lot of easement work and everything with that. And in that mix, Sam also informed us that in conversation with NDOT a couple weeks ago, they're putting together plans to widen 46 from Spencer to Ellisville. So that easement might get a little further
Yeah.
back off the road. And we also looked at the possibility of, there's already sewer at Four Oaks. And getting the school involved, if we could get that across and over to the school and get that little subdivision hooked up, then the developer would be responsible from that manhole up to the development. So,
I can't picture where you're going, so it would not be, say again where it's gonna come from 46, and it's
Yeah.
gonna be like, how
it's
far?
right, out to Flatwoods Road, where you would turn to go to school.
And it's going to be by the nursing home, or what
No,
road?
no,
going
no,
down?
no, it goes right down 46. It goes
Oh,
on the
down
south side.
46.
uh-huh,
Okay.
On the south
I
side.
think it's
All the way
gonna be
to
in the middle.
Concord, Flatwoods.
Uh-huh, yeah, and turn south, yeah. And so there's just a lot of ideas there. If we could take it over to the school this way instead of this way, we wouldn't have to worry about all the easements with the state and all that.
Could we do what I was picturing when you said that they were gonna widen it, and it seems like when they're widening things get dropped in there, like,
Oh, sure,
I think we could maybe do it, if they're doing it for sure, we could drop in our,
I don't, that's a good idea, I don't know. But I know that the roundabouts, the roundabouts first, but they've also discussed that light there where at Concord Road, Flatwoods, about what to do with that intersection. So, I don't know, but anyway, that discussion is up, they're really looking to purchase that property for housing in the future. So, it's
that's
a
good.
pretty big chunk of ground, and a pretty
A lot
big,
of moving parts.
yes, there are,
Depends
a
on
ton,
a lot of different
a ton
things.
of them, so, anyway. All right. Well, are there any comments? Anybody? Yes, Bobby?
I'll make a comment on what your discussion is. The Owen County Redevelopment Committee,
Uh-huh.
that's their project for this coming year, is to start working on that. Because we got some funds that we can help develop that.
Oh, okay, there you go.
There's all kinds of moving
You know,
parts.
if we don't start all working together,
Sure, yeah,
things go get done. So
Yeah.
we're gonna be heading strong onto that.
okay. Right, good.
My other comment was, if I still put up leaves at the roadside, will they be picked up?
What day are you gonna put them out? You have to ask Scott anyway.
I still got a truck set up, so I can pick them up.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, I have the school across there, and they did not do anything with their leaves this year.
I know, I noticed that, uh-huh.
And it's all coming right to our house.
Yeah, yeah. I was at DePaul University today working, I noticed that their yard crews were doing their leaves today. They
Well,
had,
they just go out there and mow most of them.
I
I
know,
wouldn't have that problem.
I know. They're not gonna mow though.
If it's above freezing, I can pick them up.
It'd probably be.
Okay,
Well,
okay.
I'm just trying to figure out what process I should use to, try to corral them, but I know if I rake them, I'm gonna get more, because it's thick over there. And I
Sure.
don't know what to do about the school, I mean, can I go over there and put my hammer down?
Go over to the office and say, hey,
Man, I've manhandled several superintendents, so maybe I could do it.
there you go. Surely they could come down, Michael could bring the mower down and mow one more time and get them chopped up, so,
I don't
Yeah.
see what I can do,
okay.
yeah, okay.
All right, thank you, sir. All right, well, we're gonna move on to claims and Dermot, be safe. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, all that good stuff. Enjoy your families and your time together. So,
You all,
all right.
John, thank you, you too.
You're welcome.
If you want to get with me after Christmas
I will,
and meet over there on that lot,
uh-huh, absolutely.
maybe
I'll show you what idea I had, so,
Yeah.
okay,
I go through some things.
yeah. Well, did we have any others? I thought you had a pink copy
Yeah.
there.
But I didn't give you, I made a copy of everything David.
Oh, okay,
Here's the copy.
okay, there's we go.
There's that other building that's across the street there.
Sure.
That's claims and then minutes, we need